Hello once again, gamers. KruznikX back with more Final Fantasy XIV goodness. Today is November 11th, 2017. We're kind of behind schedule on this, and I know I said this was going to be the last. I know I said that my Path of the Monk quest line was going to be the last PS4 uploaded live stream that I did. But unfortunately, I'm still working hard on my overlays, so it's going to take me a little time. Plus, a certain program is being a little bitch to me, so that's a whole other thing. Anyways, let's get right down to it. Alongside me, of course, is Crimson Fang, who is playing as his alt Black Blood Dragon today, as well as the ever lovely Sarah Walker. So today we are going to be doing a special event quest that just happened to show up. I could have sworn that I had done a live stream of this the last time it was up back in November of 2016, if I remember right. Again, no, 2015. I could have sworn I did a live stream of it, but I guess I didn't, and I forgot to do so. But I'm gonna make up for lost times and do it tonight. So as such, we have revisited an old live stream account by the name of Bayon Oronir. For those of you who remember me back when I first started this Final Fantasy XIV live stream, I played most of the storyline through Heaven's Ward up to I think it was Far Edge of Fate that I started Chris Valentine back on. But anyway, so the event we're about to do is called the Maiden's Rhapsody, and it's essentially a Final Fantasy XIV, Final Fantasy XI collaboration. So we're just going to get right down to it because I'm not going to spoil anything. To do this quest, we have to speak to Remumu and get the level 30 quest, A Journey to Remember. If we're all ready, let's all begin. Excuse me. Here we go.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a moment? I'm Remumu, with the Harbor Herald, and judging by your dress, you're one of those well-traveled adventurers I've heard so much about. No doubt one as worldly as yourself has heard the rumors of an unusual warrior maiden from the Far East. Danger constantly follows in her footsteps, and the Far Easterners have spoken with claim her dress and fighting style are nothing they have ever seen. Do you know what happened the last time a strange warrior from unknown lands came to Eorzea? That upstart, Peter Wimsum, practically stole the parchment from my desk to write his story. Our readership soon doubled, and he's been regarded as Harbor Herald's finest reporter ever since.
Lightning strikes event, anyone?
That should have been my story, and I'll be damned if he beats me to this one. But if following her is as dangerous as it sounds, I'll need an adventurer like you to keep me safe. If you're interested, meet me down at Costa del Sol. That's where she was last spotted, so that's where I plan to start.
Alright, Costa del Sol it is. Let's ride. Or let's teleport. Either way, it doesn't really matter. And I'm out of root beer. Bummer. I've got 4 Mog Bales, and I don't... Alright, let's do this. I think Sarah's right behind. Sarah was right. Oh, there she is. Alright, here we go. We came to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and we're all out of gum. But anyways, let's continue.
Ah, you're here at last. I was beginning to think you wouldn't come. She was here just a few bells ago, or so I was told. Look, over there. Could it be?
Yeah, I think that's her.
Begging your pardons, please do not think me strange for asking, but can you tell me if we are close to Selbina, or perhaps Maura? I fear I am hopelessly lost. Selbina? Maura? Sorry, dear, but you're on the eastern shore of Vilbrand, eastern Lanosha to be precise. I take it you are the far eastern traveler that's been the talk of the taverns as of late. You've cut quite the warpath through Eosia from what I've heard. Yes, I hail from the far east, but... Vilbrand? Lanosha? I cannot recall such names. Though, truth be told, I cannot recall much of anything since awakening in these strange surroundings. By Beauregard's beard! You mean you've lost your memory? I remember. My name is... Iroha. I am training in the way of the glaive, though I feel I am still a novice. Before awakening here, I was on a mission to... Forgive me. It is hard to make sense of what little I can recall. The only clear thoughts in my mind are of Master, and a powerful technique I labor to perfect. Amatsu Kyori. I am certain it is essential to completing my mission. Interesting you'd remember training above all else. Perhaps that's the key. If you continue to practice your master's teachings, it stands to reason other related memories might come back to you. Recalling my mission by first recalling master's teachings. Yes, that does seem plausible. I do not doubt many of the techniques I learned have a specific purpose. It would only be a matter of focusing on this particular one. This is the scoop I've been looking for! A Far Eastern warrior on a special mission? What if we're in danger? This isn't some fairy tale like Peter's story. People need to know. But she's no good to us if she can't remember anything. Help us so we can get to the bottom of this. Here, take this map before you go. Training won't do you any good if you get lost now, will it? Your kindness is greatly appreciated. Thank you. To journey alone in this strange land would be a trial all its own, I am sure. Might we explore the shore south of here? I recall mention that the beach was an excellent place for training. Something about the aquatic wildlife being suitable for sparring. If the creatures here are similar, I would like very much to try my hand against them. And I trust you'll ensure she has every opportunity to do so. Now, don't let me keep you. The sooner she remembers her mission, the better. When she's had her fill of combating critters along the coast, perhaps she should rest in Limsa where it's safer. Bulwark Hall should do nicely. It's the first place she'll see after coming through the gates.
Yep, we're sent in to do the dirty work. Alright, let's move. Alright, now we gotta wait for Fates to pop. Man, I had totally forgot about Bion until... And I totally forgot I have not changed the hotbars on this thing in a while. So it's pretty much like...
This beach is somehow familiar.
Here we go.
I'm reminded of a tale from long ago. Of fledgling adventurers who would fight crabs like these to better themselves. I pray our training is as successful as theirs was. I have this weird thought in my mind, but I can't say it because we're live. I believe that will suffice for now. Fighting alongside such a seasoned warrior has been educational. I am grateful that you choose to accompany me.
Alright. Let's head back to Limsa Minsa. Believe me, if I said half the stuff that I think of in my head, I'd probably never get views. But anyway, let's speak with Iroha. You mean that potato? Oh, please. That's nothing compared to half the stuff I hear about Lalafels. Anyways, let's continue. Over this way, guys. Anyways.
Training at the beach was invigorating. It has been too long since I enjoyed such sports, fighting alongside one so well versed in the arts of war. I would like to think I improved my form by following your example. At first, I doubted crabs would be suitable for practice, but I was quite wrong. Testing my strength against the hardened shells, swing after swing, over and over again, I could easily spend days or even weeks at a time battling them. If only I could remember who suggested this training regimen.
Well, let's give her the Optistone shard and see what happens.
Oh my! What a peculiar stone! I sense something within it. Something familiar. Something dark.
That didn't sound good.
A grueling battle in the cold against evil made manifest. A lord of shadows, long dead yet somehow resurrected. The fate of the realm hanging in the balance. I remember! And yet, I am not convinced these visions relate to my mission. Why would Master entrust me with the means to slay such a foe? The answers must lie within my memories. They have to. All the more reason I must hurry to complete my training and perfect Amatsu Kyori. While waiting for your arrival, I asked a couple of travelers from Gridania, I think, where I might find creatures of a more dark and unusual nature. They told me of a place called Hawke Manor, a cursed estate whose grounds play host to various sorts of hellish monsters. These creatures sound like promising opponents, full of the fury and cunning I would expect in a true battle. Now then, let us be off. When we are finished, we can meet in the nearby town.
Alright, so we're headed to Hawke Manor, which means we're headed to Bent Branch Meadows. Alright, we ride! Sarah, how is this any different from any other quest line that makes us run around? Alright, just making sure you guys are catching up. Uh... These demons, they call to mind another old story. To surpass his limits, a great samurai once fought such fiends. Perhaps by defeating these demons, I can do the same. Did we all get it? It would seem we have driven him back. Alas, I could scarcely match your pace. This will not do. There must be a way for me to improve more quickly. How about you, Sarah? Alright, New Gridania, we're on our way. Ooh, that peeling's killing me. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. I know that song. Used to hear it all the time on IMVU. Anyway, continuing where we left off. Thank you for once again aiding in my training. To witness such majesty and grace on the battlefield is truly inspiring. It served as a wonderful lesson in combination. Oh, you have found yet another strange stone. Yes, it radiates with a warmth much like the last, but the color is... Wait! Do you hear that?
A long and arduous journey together with a young girl. This vision is not what I expected. We fought many battles together, and we were not alone. No, I dare say our comrades were well beyond counting. But what business would I, a lowly student, have undertaking such missions? I cannot make sense of it. Still, I must thank you for this. Before meeting you, I was hopelessly lost, smothered by a fog of fear and uncertainty. But now I have your light to guide me. You have brought me yet another step closer to completing my training and unlocking the memories still dormant within me. After speaking with a few of the patrons before you arrived, I believe I found the perfect place to continue honing my skills. The Sagoli Desert. If what I was told is true, a creature of unspeakable terror roams the sands. They say its strength is impossible to gauge, as no one lives to tell of its great might. But together, I believe we can lay the beast low. When we have finished, we can take a hard-earned rest in Ul'dah. I was gonna play... Ooh, excuse me. I was gonna play Final Fantasy XIV, but... 11, but subscription, and I was younger at the time, and I couldn't afford it. Anyway, the Sagoli Desert means we're headed to the Forgotten Springs. Alright. What? That's right. Alright, we ride. Well, looks like the fate's already started. Alright. To think that we managed to defeat such a foe. And yet, I find that there is something within me still wanting. I must find a way to overcome this. I must find my way home. Alright, back to Ul'dah. Oh, I am getting there.
Oh yeah, the Hourglass, the Adventurers Guild. Alright, give me a sec to just... Okay, that takes care of that. No, I was just scratching my ear, relax. If you were watching the live stream, you'd know that. Anyways, continuing where we left off.
There are no words to express my gratitude for your assistance. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine confronting the legendary Circuit. If not for you, I would be but one of the countless victims who succumbed to its poisonous sting.
And we've got another weird rock.
Another stone. Yes, it comes to me now. A mortal struggle. Forbidden magics uttered in a final bid for salvation. It all makes sense now. The pitch battles, the arduous journeys, the fellowship of adventurers. It was not my life that I recalled, but rather the tales of a great hero I mistook as myself. I suspected such feats were too extraordinary to be my own, and the memories held within this stone have removed all doubt. They were of a journey to the past, one that revealed a horrible truth I dare not speak aloud. And I remember my home, Vanadil. It is not some territory or continent, but an entirely different world. My true memories return to me now, and it is all thanks to you. More importantly, I believe I now understand how to wield a Matsukiori. It should not be long before my path home is clear to me as well. But first, I must see my training to its completion. While waiting here, I heard of unsettling stories of a foul beast terrorizing Bronze Lake. This is the perfect opportunity to put into practice everything I have learned. Today is the day I wield the power of Imatsu Kyori. After this last endeavor, let us meet in Limsa.
Alright, we can hope. Camp Blue Fog it is. Wait, was it Blue Fog or was it Bronze Lake? That's what it was. Alright. Stay awake, stay awake, stay awake, come on. Alright, we run! Another fate, I hope. Yep. Alright, let's do this. I fear I'm reaching my limit. No! I did not come this far to fail now! I will return to my homeland! To master! The power! It fills me! The power of Amatsu! Kiori! Come, Bayan! It begins! And now we can kill it. And we won. Alright, let's head back to Limsa. Oh wait, nope, not yet. At last my training is complete, and it is all thanks to you. You were always there to keep me on the path. I would speak with you more, but not here. Let us make for Limsa Laminsa. Alright, Limsa it is. Whew. Oh, oops, I think nope, I'm going the right way. Here we go. Oh wow, I am starting to doze off here. Let's get moving. Nope. At last, the power of Amatsu Kiori is mine to command, and my memories are slowly but surely returning. None of this would have been possible if not for your unwavering guidance. To think I could have forgotten a mission so vital. My resolve was unyielding, my mind focused on the task before me. In the end, I fear I may have jeopardized all I hold dear. As I told you earlier, my home is, or rather was, a world known as Vanadil. Try as we might, its destruction could not be forestalled. But fate saw fit to give me one last chance. I was allowed to travel back in time to escape the past before the darkness had consumed all. Together with the heroes of the past, I knew that tragedy could be averted, just as it had been so many times before. Master was the greatest of them all, a hero without equal, whose grand adventures I mistook as my own memories. I cannot help but feel I am still forgetting something else important. Something that happened to Master. I suppose in time it will come to me. Before I leave, might we go and speak with Remumu? If not for her insistence, I would have been bereft of your assistance. It would be rude not to extend my thanks to her as well. Alright. Back upstairs we go. Alright, we're back with Remumu. Alright, let's do this.
Iroha told me the good news. Her memory is, for the most part, restored. Perhaps more importantly, her training is complete. If you hadn't come with me to Costa del Sol, I dare say she'd still be swinging at crabs along the beach. Now that I have you here, I'd very much like to talk to you about my store. About what you were doing before we arrived. How exactly did you come to be here in Eorzea? And you say you went back in time trying to save your world? Yes, you have the right of it. No life was spared by the darkness. None save for mine, that is. Fate intervened, and I was sent back to the past, to a time where I could find heroes capable of saving Vana'diel. That is how I was reunited with Master, although at a much earlier time than I anticipated. The last thing I remember is a fierce battle in a strange light. When next I awoke, I was here, to be torn away from Master when I was needed most. My heart feels like it may burst. How awful! You were close then? Master was like family to me, and an exceptional warrior besides. I've spent my entire life striving to become such a hero, and live up to the legends I so fondly remember. It all began with a stone, or so the story goes. In ages past, a sentient jewel, enormous and beautiful, banished the darkness. Its light filled the world with life and brought forth many gods. The world entered an age of bliss, that is, until the gods fell into slumber. That world is my home, Vana'diel. It was home to three great nations, the Kingdom of Sandoria, the Republic of Bostock, and the Federation of Windurst. Powerful as they were, though in times of strife they would turn to a single hero, my master. Be it a demon of rage seeking vengeance, or a spiteful god of our destruction, Master was always there to pull us back from the brink of oblivion. So long as there is light and life in the world, the legend of Vana'diel's greatest hero will live on. There's no wonder these stories were the first to spring back into my mind. I have all but memorized them. But no matter how many times I asked, you would always... Oh, please excuse me. For a moment, when I looked at you, something in your eyes reminded me of Master, and I... Don't worry yourself over it. I imagine our friend here often has an effect on people. I realize how ridiculous this seems. Anyone in their right mind would think it's some fanciful dream. But for me, this world is the dream, and now it's time to awaken. When next I open my eyes, I will be home, in Vanadil, once more at Master's side. This may be just a dream, but it is one I shall never forget. Thank you for everything.
And she wakes up. And she's still here.
It would seem I am not ready to return. Is this perhaps the will of the goddess?
Who knows?
If it is by her will, then so shall it be. I vow to work hard every day to become a warrior worthy of your teachings. Then, when the time comes, we shall meet again, here in Eorzea, or perhaps in the waking world. There goes the greatest story I'll never get to write. An adventurer from another world, traveling back in time to save her people. Who's going to believe such a silly fate? I'll leave the flights of fancy to Peter. But for her sake, I hope she finds her way home, wherever that may be.
Indeed. And with that, we have completed a journey to remember and obtained the Amatsu gear, which let's check it out. Alright, but yeah, with that concludes this episode of Cruise X Purgatory. A special thanks to Sarah and Crimson for joining us on this endeavor. Oh man, I really gotta hit the hay because I got work in the morning. But anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch TV, feel free to hit follow and turn on notifications so you're informed of all of my live streams the moment they air. If you're watching this on youtube.com/CruiserXTTV and you like this video, feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go back and watch all my other videos, one of which you can watch clicking here. Click here for the next episode of Cruise X Purgatory, Final Fantasy XIV, and click here to watch the previous episode. Until then, Cruise X, signing out.